Hey everybody, welcome back. Northernlion Daily Challenge. It's a nice bucket challenge. You think this is like Guppy's birthday or something like that? It's a Mega Satan run where you start as Guppy. I actually did not know that it was a special daily today. I mean, starting with Guppy's incredible. You know what? This is fun. We've had a couple of lackluster dailies in a row. This one allows us to focus on a couple of things that are unique to dailies. I mean, that's what I'm guessing right off the bat here, at least. And that's kind of nice, to be able to be like, okay, the run is just strong. And, Guppy is a force multiplier, essentially, for any other kinds of upgrades we could hope to get. We might not get any item rooms, but even still. What I mean by that is that, every tier upgrade is made better based on the fact that, because of the fact we're Guppy, they're going to generate flies a little faster, which are going to do more damage. And every damage multiplier or damage up that we get is going to be even better based on the fact that, of course, this is going to make the flies deal more damage, and et cetera, et cetera. You get the idea is what I'm trying to get across here. Stay away from me, please. Thank you, sir. All right. We won't be able to go to what appears to be a library, unfortunately, unless we get lucky and grab some consumables, but we can focus on what matters on a run like this. And what matters? Straight up, I'm going to make it as boring as possible. I'm even going to put on my boring voice. Minimizing the amount of damage taken so that your damage penalty is reduced to a viable point where a leaderboard position that appears optimistic is viable and plausible. It's more like a Richard Nixon impression for some reason. He's like a dog with his mouth full, shaking his head back and forth. I don't know. We got Magic Mush as our item, and we're gonna actually, wreck face on this floor. In theory, we could squander it a little bit if we go a little bit too hard on this blood bank, but look at that. We get the blood bag out of it. There's literally no reason not to take blood bag there. We weren't even at a level. Oh, dude. Thank you. Oh, my lord. We weren't at a level where we could get into a boss trap room anyway, hypothetically, so we'll save this for the next floor. Probably not a secret room, but we want the money, Lebowski. I'm still operating under the assumption that pretty much everybody doing a daily today is going to find this. They're going to find the same seams that we've been working on, so it's still up to us to make a little bit more, separate ourselves from the pack a little bit more. Sackboy is incredible. If anybody didn't pick that up, what are you doing? You're probably watching this 20 days later. It's like when your teacher gives you an exam or something like that, and then, like, when are you going to take up the results of the exam? Oh, next week. And then it's like 3 weeks later, and you're finally taking up the results of the midterm. You don't even remember what happened. It's a different era, right? So we're going to take this just temporarily, because now we can go into here, and we can pop this, and we can crack that open. We got a little sack out of it. We got a bomb. We got Hanged Man. We'll pop Hanged Man. We'll get the heck out of town. So Boss Rush is a given. Hush is probably a given. I mean, we've already got 6 HP. Secret room? We might as well look for it. I'm glad we got a penny out of it, but second secret room, in all likelihood. What are you doing to me? Okay, at least we found it. There's also 6 red chests in here. I guess, to be honest, we're not that excited because we're not expecting to find Guppy, but a luck upgrade's good. Paralysis is, a time waster, but no big deal. Even just getting some spirit arts would be fine. That's exactly what went down, and a few bombs as well. What was this? The Hermit? I'd rather have the Hermit. We don't need the Strength card. Not necessarily, anyway. Alright, so one of you is already dead. This is, bar none, the strongest daily we've had on this save file. I can't say forever, but definitely the strongest we've had on this save file. You know what? Let's get interesting. I'm gonna leave Guppy's head behind. We're already Guppy. I'm gonna leave the range upgrade behind as well, but that's more because I just don't want to get a negative point penalty for something that's so worthless. Like, what's our range like? It's fine. That's not a secret room. Are you kidding me? So we should not be leaving behind Guppy's head, except I want to pick up something else with it instead. And I don't want to really take this down to the cathedral, so I'm just gonna probably screw it. can't just leave it behind. That felt very out of character for me. So I'm just gonna pop it, honestly, right away, and hopefully we'll get something decent. Binky, good rate of fire increase. Is it worth losing Guppy's head? Not at the present moment, that's what I'll say. But it is a really, really nice damage augmenter, so I'm happy to see it either way. Sackboy means we should probably almost always, or maybe even literally always, open up a chest if we only have one key. Keys have been a little bit of a sore spot so far. Not sure if you know this, but according to Clips, they open doors. It's a recent revelation I was unaware of until very recently. It's revelatory in its recency is what I'm trying to suggest. So we're just crushing it so far. We have to go back anyway. I feel like, you know, maybe we gain a little bit by separating our tasks. Ooh, talk to me more about process management. But what I mean is, like, let's focus on making it through right now. And then we can focus on picking up all this junk later. We do want AAA battery. We don't care about AWAS. So we'll just pop it in the corner over here. And if it gives us a black market or something, great. But it didn't, and that's okay as well. So we should go back. Ace of Diamonds, not really great yet. Just want to go back. You know, we got a lot of room still to go. We've got that mob trap room. We're trying to pick up. Oh, I mean, a black rune is pretty good, especially if we find a library. But right, that makes sense. We're trying to find as many keys as possible before we theoretically pop a 2 of spades, which at the present moment is only worth 3 keys. So could always take it to the next level. Do I really want to spend money on unknown items when I could get known items in a floor or 2? Forgot I hadn't been to that room. Almost walked right into them. It's a decent question. I'm gonna stay away from that question for now. Okay, so we have to pop it pretty soon if we're gonna do this room, and we are. Another luck up is nice. Okay, let's get down to business then. Don't say to defeat the Hunts. Don't say to defeat. Said don't say it. We probably want to use an Ace of Diamonds on red hearts. Another AWAS we don't really find ourselves concerned with. We could leave. We're missing a second secret room and a bunch of golden chests. That's it, though. So our shop, I think I'm going to stay away. Crack this. Bad. Pretty bad. Got a few more where that came from. Our secret room is one of them. Mystery sack. I like it. I was a little tempted to black rune. I'm glad we didn't. Mystery sack can give us runes we might like later. Don't really love that. And then we have a Hagalaz. We're going to keep black rune then. And we're still 3 minutes ahead of schedule. We got a great chance for deal with the devil, deal with the angel on this floor. Either one. You know what? To save us the backtracking, might as well go to our curse room. Oh, dude. Perfect opportunity for a black rune. They gave us a little speed upgrade there. And we're gonna have to find some alternative way to get into that boss trap room. Lemon party. Because there's... Oh, and there's one way right there. There's no secret room adjoining it, unfortunately. Well, this is actually not a way. Sadly. So we'll probably hold the sun card. It's unlikely, but, you know, you might get a little worried about HP as the run goes on. You know, a couple of bad plays, find yourself a little low on HP leaving boss rush, or even a little bit low on HP fighting the hush. You'd like to have a little bit of a fail-safe here to hold you to it. So far, you know, it's a Sunday afternoon over here. I've had a pretty easy day. Did the subscriber stream. Hooked up a PS4 and a capture card. Just a nice, like, lazy day. This is the perfect sort of run to pair with that. Because it's nice. It's comfortable. I don't think there should be a character in the game that starts with Guppy. That seems a little overpowered. But to get it on a daily now and then, I think that we have had other dailies like this. Probably on the exact same day. You know, I mean, Afterbirth Plus came out, like, roughly a year ago. Like, within the month time scale. So, definitely I was doing dailies this time last year, so we might have seen the same thing. It's cool when the themes work out. Sometimes they're a little wonky, sometimes they work out nicely, and I think this is one that, at least thus far, has worked out nicely. Now, mind you, I'm a little biased because I do tend to prefer runs that are stronger, and this might surprise you. I play video games most of the time to have fun, so I find that runs that are strong tend to be more fun than runs that are weak. I know that might be a little controversial, he said sarcastically. Sometimes, I mean, that's human nature, right? Oh, do you only prefer foods that taste good, not the ones that have the best macronutrient breakdown? It's true. It's true, I can't deny it. You got me right there. I just ate a bunch of goldfish crackers. It's the snack that smiles back. By the way, if you're going, what are you eating goldfish crackers for? As a snack for children? No. Thank you very much. It's a snack marketed to children. Two different things, Mom. If you've ever eaten any other kind of cracker or potato chip, you can't make that case. What's your case? Goldfish are for kids. They're made out of baked wheat. I only eat baked corn snacks for adults. Okay, so obviously we're taking Delirious, because we can actually use it, and then we'll just absolutely destroy this guy, and Delirious summons a boss to fight alongside of you. Ace of Clubs, the Sun, the Hermits, so we'll leave. We are missing out on a secret room and a second secret room. There's our second secret room. Sorry, there's our secret room. And there's our second secret room, he said, hopefully. And that won't be it. Okay, I'm just gonna leave then. Could be a little tedious to get to. Still way, way, way ahead of schedule. I mean, we started with Guppy. We're not gonna fall behind schedule at this point. It's just, it's inconceivable, essentially. So where do we go from here on this run? Well, honestly, the damage we've taken, I think anybody could have taken, but I do think, I wouldn't necessarily suggest that we're, you know, in the #1 position right now, but it's nice to think about, you know, that at some point on any given run, you know, we finish in a spot, but we're also, like, right now, for where we are in the run, you know, we've got a ranking that we just can't see. I'm not saying we're #1. I don't want to make that clear, because I don't think we are. But, you know, I think we're in the running here somewhat for a decent position. I don't think we've done anything to disqualify us. So I'm cracking, I cracked the Sun card just because I felt like I was probably in the market to take some damage back there. Man, these Ace of cards are so bad. Temperance, Chariot, Emperor. We have the time. Let's pop Temperance and then roll Chariot. We're gonna keep this up for a while, because there's like so many consumables to glean here. Of course, I'd love, my god. I'd love to get, Blood Bag. We're at like 100 cents, basically. Let's see, we get Devil, Stars. Stars card is just a teleporter. Strength could be good. Strength, Moon. Emperor is the best value, just in case we need to get to the boss room quickly, or teleport out of anywhere else. Suppose is also applicable, but I think we pretty much did what we needed to do there. Throw a Judgment down. We'll probably play the Judgment. Like, we can get enough money that it's not a concern in the least, so... Just gotta be careful. Sometimes, you know, you ever see Spider-Man 1? It wasn't called Spider-Man 1 when it came out. This is a lot easier to talk about before the Xbox One set that precedent. But anyway, the point is, with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben, the Rice Magnet. Magnate? Maven? He came up with that, and he was right. With great power comes great responsibility, man. And we got a responsibility to not miss boss rush by being an idiot, man. Yeah, Bumbo, you take as much money as you want. I know Bumbo want coin. You're getting your own game, buddy. You'll have all the coins you could ever ask for. Don't really need that. Still ahead of schedule, just playing it a little tight here. So our shop is going to be real nice. I would like to, I mean, I'd like to get a Tears Up, but I don't think the shop has any. We could maybe get there via Chaos, but let's see what we got. I think Broken Modem is just actually bad, so I kind of don't like any of this. I'll buy that, and then, really, I think I want Black Rune, and you can just take everything else. We probably shouldn't look at Gift Horse. Oh, that's just such a force of habit to pick up the coins. We probably shouldn't look at Gift Horse in the mouth, like... We could go back to that arcade and get Bumbo essentially max level, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have him anyway because of the Eye of Greed, which is not Eye of Greed, it's Head of the Keeper. Slightly different. Please. Luck down. Relatively minor. We can also get the speed upgrade that would essentially time-wise pay for itself, but I don't know, man. Okay, please just go pick up all this stuff. I would like a max level Bumbo. Like, our stats are wonderful. Actually, legitimately great. But you could always use a little, you know, somebody to lean on. And we could lean on Bumbo. Particularly helpful for enemies with a lot of HP. Go ahead, my dude. There we go. Go nuts, man. Don't let me stop you. Now, where did my Emperor card go? No, we want Black Rune. That's fine. All right, as long as you've got everything, if you're happy, I'm happy, buddy. Ah, there we go. Max level. All right, let's get the heck out of here. We slowed ourselves way, way down, but it was for a good cause. There was a little. I saw a young, Tiny Tim type Dickensian figure on an item pedestal, and I picked him up and I said, "Hey, little buddy, you had something to eat today?" And he said, "Bumbo want coin," and I said, "Oh my God!" And look at that. Now we got him. Want to see what Bumbo looks like now? You'll be shocked. There he is. Looks like an uppercase D turned 90 degrees to the left. Okay, you don't need that anymore. I do want the rate of fire up, so thank you. And we have a deal with the angel. Deal with my darling angel. Closer than my Bumbo she is to me. Dude, so straight up, like... Don't want to insult the generosity of the angel deal. And Sack of Sacks is lovely. These other two items, just give me the stats. And I've never been more upset than when I got shot speed plus range. And some of you out there are going to be righteously angry right now. You're going to be...
Did you set it up?
It's set up perfectly. You're going to be saying, why did you not take Guardian Angel? It's because it's a daily. It doesn't matter. You don't need to concern yourselves with what you get on a daily, because in the end, at the end of the day, it's irrelevant. I think I've taken the wrong trinket. Hello, what's going on down there? I do still need to do some cable management there. I'll give you that. But everything's functional as is right now. It's set up. It's working. There's no delay. It's a wonderful situation.
Maybe there's a little bit of delay on cleaning up the after boxes.
Yeah, that's very true. I see what you're saying. I pick it up loud and clear. It's coded language for get these boxes out of the dining room. And she's right. But I don't like taking the recycling down during daylight hours. Because then sometimes I have to do like an awkward nod when I meet somebody in the garbage room and I go, "Hey, you got garbage too, right?" And they go, "Yeah." And it's not really like a big deterrent, but you know, it's the kind of thing where if I can put it off, you know, a very smart man, as Mark Twain once said, never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. It's terrible advice, but I am going to use it to justify my position at the present moment. Well, I'm going to keep rolling strength here. We are a little bit tight for time, but you know, we have the added benefit of being extremely strong. So we really don't have anything to worry about as long as we stay moving straight ahead here. I mean, we're already, points-wise, we're way ahead of where we would... we probably want to moon real quick. We're way ahead of where we would normally be, or at least a little bit ahead of where we would normally be on a run like this. Usually you're at about 17,000 when you enter Boss Rush, so we're beating the system a little bit. So be smart here. We definitely want Rune Bag. Everything else, just don't get too distracted. You know, we want Locust of Conquest. Everything else, I don't think we need it. I think we can just do without it, so don't even worry. We're not... Okay, now we can go back a little. We're not so tight on time that things are dangerous, but we're tight enough on time that we want to just be mindful of the fact that we're trying to move forward here. So Locust of Conquest is definitely a better trinket for us, especially with Boss Rush coming up. And honestly, Bombs or Key is fairly irrelevant here. Honestly, I think I'm best off probably taking this Moon card. I don't think we want to teleport out of our out of Boss Rush, so forget that. But if we do, that's one thing that'll do it for us. We'll save Yera for when we leave. Couple of good options here, but you gotta go Tech X. It's just too strong. Anyway, these guys are gonna get decimated. Nothing to concern yourselves with. What I was gonna say though is the Moon card is probably, some of the time, is gonna be the ideal card for us to stick with, because we're gonna be able to use that to get to a secret room that we might miss otherwise. But hey, this is all like stuff that I talk about. And I ask for your sympathy when I talk about it, because I know that it's not necessarily the kind of stuff people leave a comment, oh, I love that part when he talked about his strategy for taking this card that might give him 4 extra points on the daily. But, you know, we're filling a lot of air here. Some of it's filled with Zane, like my internal monologue for going down to the garbage room that makes me look mentally, you know, unsound. That's a Yera as is. And some of it is mundane. Some of it is... That's, Hagolas? Please. No. Alges, please. Some of it is, you know, here's my methodology for getting a little bit higher on the point setup. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, we didn't even use our next Delirium. It's an AWAS. On a run that goes to Mega Satan, we don't care about an AWAS at all. We'll use a Yera. It's really just to double, some, like, I don't even, it's the Angel, okay. We're really, like, we're trying to double up, enough consumables to take us to maximum swag bonus, if that's doable, and I sort of don't see why it wouldn't be right now, but... I don't know, man. It's kind of a... I'm kind of losing it. Yeah, I don't really want that. I don't really want that either. We doubled a Perthrow in there somewhere, I'm sure of it. Okay, it's Evil Eye. Don't think that does anything for us. Maybe there's a useful AWAS here. The thing is, we're probably going to get another Yera rune later. Like, in theory... We might not, but we probably will. So I kind of just want to rock a Moon card, knowing that we'll get a Yera at a later moment regardless, in all likelihood. Death, I mean, we know what these are. Just take the Moon card. I think we get out of here. Forget the Yera rune, but don't forget to take Evil Eye at least. It's not really like screw the Yera rune. It's more like we're gonna get one. At this point, I want everything to be money so that Bumbo can just eat it, even if it does cost us points. Because things are getting a little bit busy. The screen is confusing, is what I'm trying to get at here. Let's just Moon card right away. At least get the exploration bonus. Now I'm just going to go through this floor the old-fashioned way. Are we going to have that nub forever? I would love it. You think it's worth going to the cursed room, point-wise? It's kind of a hypothetical question because I was definitely going either way. Okay, that is what bums me out, taking a couple needless hits there. But again, even, and I mean this to an absolute degree, nobody is out there taking no damage on any Isaac run. Or on every Isaac run, I should say. There's some people out there, there's gonna be someone who gets none or very little damage on this run. But it's not like there's one person out there that just knocks it out of the park with literally 100% efficiency. Maybe 95% efficiency, but I firmly believe that we're still in the running for a really, really nice score today. And it's going to be hot competition, but we haven't done anything to dissuade ourselves from the chance of victory. I think. Oh, okay, so we have a crawl space or a black market. Doesn't really matter. We'll take what's relevant and dispose of the rest. Definitely we do want, oh, what is this again? It's like the smite thine enemy. I have no idea. What? I mean, okay, we summoned Hush. I don't know what that does. Hold up a second. Isaac, smite thine enemy. What is this? Added in Booster Pack 4, tears are replaced with piercing white blasts of light. Okay, so it's the super brimstone, which is actually usually worse brimstone. But I guess it doesn't override. Oh, we got that crawl space back there too. There's our Yera. I guess it doesn't override Tech X, which is great news because usually it ends up being worse. I'm sorry to say. So we're definitely we're angling for the Hush fight. Seems extremely doable. I am a little embarrassed with my own damage there, but hey, we picked up some consumables. Not really a good excuse, but just try not to let it happen in the future, thank you. Dude, Dark Bomb would be so good here. Anyway, we made it through. Took a little damage. Still, stats looking fine. Lemon Party, just pop it. I don't know, maybe it's worth something. And then don't forget about that crawl space. We can't get the permanent Polaroid invincibility because we have the negative, but we could get the... Well, I don't know what we're going to get to in that case. Wasn't it? Where did I put that? Back here? Secret room? One more room back? Where... Is it in the... I thought it was in the boss room. Maybe it disappeared when we left? Whatever. If that's the seam, more power to you. You're a god. You deserved it. You earned it. We're down. Yera. What are we going to do with Yera? I think the most sensible idea right now is we probably pop it on the spawn room. I mean, Black Rune is great too, but you probably pop it on the spawn room of the Hush floor. I don't think we want that. That way you actually, you know, if there's any items in those chests, you can get more items out of them. We're in that, like, the run is so good that it's actually becoming kind of bad territory right now. Like, there's so much. This happens all the time with Sack of Sacks and Sackboy. And really anything that drops a bunch of sacks, which I think is just those two, but maybe also Mystery Sack from time to time. You just start to, when you finish a room, normally you pick up your consumables and go. With Sack of Sacks, you finish a room, you pick up a sack, the sack drops many consumables, some of which are sacks, and it can take you like an extra 3 or 4 seconds per room to get out of there. Which doesn't seem like much, but it adds up, man. So you just gotta keep your head on a swivel here. It helps that you're guppy, so you know you're definitely gonna You know, if you want to mainline the boss, you're going to be able to get there. No questions asked. I mean, there's the boss right there. We should go back and explore. We got time. I was being overly paranoid about it, and now we're set. We got 99 of almost every consumable, so we have to unlearn our logic that Yera is like a 10 out of 10 rune. It's a great rune, but it's no longer a necessity for us on this run. We could get an Ansus rune might be a little bit better. An Algiz rune would definitely be better. But there's a time and a place. Range down, essentially irrelevant. Remember, you can't Yera a Yera rune. Well, this is, and if you want a line for conversation in this video, there is some intrigue on this daily, contrary to what you might be thinking. Because, you know, we're not going to lose, and we're probably going to rank really well. But I think that this is as close to a perfect daily as you can actually ask for. Not my personal play, good heavens no. But in terms of, like, you know, for getting a maximum score, we're going absolutely all the way. We've done almost all the exploration. All the exploration is more or less doable. We got a lot of great consumable upgrades. Amazing damage. You know, we're doing things in a timely fashion. This is just like a really, really, really good run. The upper ceiling for what the maximum score could be on this daily has got to be stupid high. This could be one of those rare, I mean, it helps if you stop throwing away your life force here, but this has got to be one of those like 50k potential dailies. And I don't think we're going to get there, but I think it's gettable. You see what I mean? Like, just so many consumables, it just never ends. And if we take in blank card instead of delirium, we could be, you know, getting in even more trouble right now. But hopefully this is a secret room. That would have saved us a little trouble. We got time. More than time, we got bombs. So, like, secret room. Lovely. And it's, again, it's not a room so much as it's a contract. Stores. Wheel of Fortune. Crack that. Oh, this guy's picking things up. He's picking things up. He's dropping things down. Alright, let's get out of here. We got 32,000. We're about to fight Mom's Heart. Possibly won't get a deal with the devil. Possibly will. Or deal with the angel, for that matter. No deal. So don't go down. We want to go to the blue womb. We'll probably Yera this. It's just busy. It's just a real busy setup. So, I mean, in terms of consumables, you got a lot. Moon? Moon does nothing for us on this floor. Devil. Definitely a card that's takeable. Yeah, so we'll probably take a devil card. Oh, definitely. Cricket's Body is just a tears up, but I still think it's probably worth doing here. And then out of these, I mean, I guess you'd go for Scorpio. I picked up an Eternal Heart accidentally. I don't think we need any of this. Like, that's like a red herring. We'll take a devil card into the fight here. Just gonna try to shoot these in essentially from as far away as possible. Did our boss die? Like our Ragman died? That's a bummer. I mean, I don't really know the strat for using Delirium. I'll tell you what, I've opened myself up to a little bit of snark because I haven't used it as often as I should. So that's one thing we've definitely kind of messed up on. Thank you, Infamy. I was trying to do something a little too brazen there. Brazen Ram. You know, I like to think that I'm very adult with my food choices. I eat kale. I like it. I eat quinoa. I like it. I'll eat couscous. I tolerate it. But there is one thing by which I cannot abide, and it reminds me again of the fact that we're always beholden to the preferences of our, you know, gastronomical youth. I just can't eat Raisin Bran. I like raisins okay. I'm not particularly against bran. But the cereal Raisin Bran is just, a lot of people love it. I recognize that I'm in the minority probably that thinks it's detestable, but I just have never been able, I've never enjoyed a bowl of Raisin Bran. More like Raisin Bland, right? It's like Lucky Charms, you know, you got the weird oat parts, and then you got the marshmallows. The raisins are the marshmallows. Raisins are fine, but worse than marshmallows. And then bran, I don't like it as much as oats. Mind you, I don't eat Lucky Charms either, because I'm, you know, I don't want to die at the age of 34, so I'm still working on that. Why does this look weird? So we have Hagalas, but we also have the moon cards. We want to take the moon card with us. That's Hagalas, and that's the moon card. Okay. Down here. I'd really enjoy a form of mapping, because we're kind of just ticking the boxes now. I wouldn't rush through if we had mapping. All I would do is use our mapping to, you know, kind of have a visual indicator of how close we are to the end of a floor. Algiz is fine. We might want to go back for it. We probably want to go back for it because it's close. But we'll put in our due diligence on this run, because I think we're still, like, you know, we got a reputation to maintain, not just because these videos go live, but we've had, like, a really decent track record, you know, on Greedbutt of our performance so far, so. The one thing that's really subtle about this run, as subtle as a run that starts with you being fully transformed into a cat can be, we're gonna use Algiz actually, like, right here to make sure we don't take damage leaving this room. The one thing that might be subtle about this run is I wonder how much time we ended up losing by not taking Guppy's head. By getting rid of Guppy's head, we definitely slowed ourselves down, but by how much is the real question. Enough to make an appreciable impact on the leaderboard? I hope not, but you never know. Go ahead. What are you gonna do? Everything in this arsenal will destroy you. The 1,000 nations of the Persian Empire descend upon you. Her arrows will block out the sun. I know you're saying it. I don't need to finish the line. You're saying it. Emperor. I don't know what happens if we pop the Emperor on the Dark Room, because there should be no lamb fight. It should just be Mega Satan, so I think it's just a regular old teleport. I.e., pretty much a waste of our time. So if you want a little, like a track record of how the rest of this is gonna go, it's pretty simple. We're going to finish this whole floor. The ideal outcome is just not taking damage. We're gonna finish this whole floor, and then we're going to go down to the next floor. We're gonna do every room, and then we're gonna fight Mega Satan. Unrealistic to think that we're not gonna take any damage, but taking as little damage as possible. We want to find all the secret rooms. I think we could have a 50,000 point score. I'm just trying to think, because you don't, if you do Hush and Boss Rush, I don't think that you get, we don't need that. I don't think you get the points. It's a shame because that sucked up, the other black rune, but I don't think you get the points for doing Mega Satan, or maybe the Mega Satan points like usurp the points that you get for doing the Hush and Boss Rush. I mean, it's the thing, it's like, you know, it's on a need-to-know basis, and I guess I don't need to know. Very disappointed. Highly disappointed by the fact that I took damage there. Not exaggerating at all. I'm very upset with myself. Ansuf's lovely. Actually what we're looking for. In the dark room. Sorry. I woke up both of the cats in my room. When I said, in the dark room with delirium. Forget what they say in that song. Is a White Room by Cream? They repeat the same thing. Empty cupboards. Mary Clapton did sing this song. Look, I play Guitar Hero, okay? I don't need to prove my classic rock cred to anybody. 47. Yeah, I think we're gonna be in the 50s. I'm just gonna call it. I think this is probably gonna be the highest point total we've ever had on a daily. I just don't see how you could really get that much higher without breaking the game, which I already don't know how to do. We have like 99 of every consumable. We're going all the way. We did most of the floors. Or not most of the floors, I mean we did almost every room in the entire game. We missed a couple of secret rooms, a couple of boss trap rooms. Big friggin' whoop, you know? Got a ton of consumables. We're gonna take this actually just to get the I mean the effect is okay, that could help us, but mostly to get the spirit hearts that come with it. I'm not sure if it compensated for it, but one way or the other. We're looking extremely okay. Pair throw. I mean with the 6 luck stat, we're happy to have pair throw. AWAS just does nothing. M is AWAS. Just we make up a song, we'll remember that. Because I see the M and I go, Malges? M is AWAS. M is for AWAS. That's good enough for me. M is for AWAS. It's good enough for me. M is for what? It's for AWAS. M is for AWAS. It's good enough for me. That's... I apologize, that's highly annoying. I mean, it kind of has to be a little bit of a poisonous earworm to fit in your brain. Actually, it'll be a venomous earworm. Poison is the... I made up the term, okay? You don't get to tell me what the term is. I made it up. Well, I'm just saying, I mean, from a hermetological sense, I mean, if you had a venomous reptile, that would be... I mean, you would call it venom, not poison. You know what, mister? I think you're a herpetologist. That's actually like literally what it is. I was just incorrect earlier when I said hermetologist. That would be someone who studies dang old crabs or something. No, Austin. Come to the light. You don't have to play Dota 2. There's Siege. Siege is waiting for you. I shouldn't be picking these up. That one I should be picking up, but many of these I shouldn't be picking up. But I'm gonna pick them up. Because I like them. No! Even as I was picking it up, I was like, what are you doing? Don't do that. I can't remember anything to this very day. Set the look, oh you know where. That kidney stone shows up and I just stand. Oh, I'm still alive. That was Yara, unfortunately. Oh, I'm looking for a pair throw. I don't know what. N is not for AWAS. I don't know what that's for. Well, we're done. Maybe we missed a second secret room. Is it a grocery store? Because so bees it. It's kind of cool how Delirium changes the floor texture, even if it confuses me every single time. Beautiful. Did I just shoot at my own boss? Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. That's not going to look good in my quarterly review at the end of the winter here, but, you know, I come by it honestly. Ask me if I'm upset with that damage I took. Northernlion, are you? Yes, I'm upset with that damage I took, okay? Who told you to ask me that? Was it Steve? What kind of a rapping name is Steve anyway? And we're out. Great run, dude. That was a lot of fun. 54,000, rank 79th. That feels great. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.